Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. Allison here.
And I'm Peyton. I'm also here.
What are we doing today, Peyton?
We are dreamcasting the new Disney Plus series that was just recently announced by our Lord and Savior Rick Riordan.
Welcome, Rick. Glad to have you.
So the fandom kind of blew up a little bit the other day.
Yeah, Rick announced he's been saying for a while now on Twitter that he's been talking with Disney about giving Percy Jackson another shot in film, and they're doing a series on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah. Each of the original 5 will have its own season.
I made a cast list. Peyton kind of started making one.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with it because I was really debating in my mind if they were going to go, stick to, we want 12-year-olds because that's what they were in Camp Half-Blood, or if they're going to cast older people in younger kids' roles.
What I think casting should look like is... How do I start this? I know when people are fan casting, it can be really tempted to just make all of the cast choices really famous actors, because that's the whole idea of a dream cast. You know, you pick your...
This is you're like, oh my gosh, this would be great!
But in actuality, it probably wouldn't be great. Like I said, it's tempting to say, I want Finn Wolfhard to play Percy Jackson. Yeah, well, he's 16, 17 right now. And seeing as Rick recently posted on Twitter about how he was writing out a series outline...
Plus Ms. Rona.
Plus Miss Rona.
Production's probably going to be about, 2-3 years out.
If they were to cast somebody right now, they would have to be 9, 10 years old in order to be 12 when they're filming it. Do you know any famous 9 or 10-year-olds?
I have one.
Yeah.
The kid who plays young Sheldon in Sheldon.
Yeah.
Young Sheldon. That's about it.
Yeah. And also, when you look at really successful films, shows, series with young actors, they were all unknown actors. Did anybody know who Daniel Radcliffe was before Harry Potter? Nobody knew any of those kids before Harry Potter. You look at Stranger Things, Stand By Me, Sandlot, Goonies, anything with kids, they were unknown.
They have to have a start somewhere, and normally it's in
something like this.
Those child actor roles that are super, well-establishing for their career.
Like this.
Yes.
I do think that they will be wanting to cast actors who are young, who are, 12 years old for the show, because it will differentiate it from the movies and the musical, and also it's more faithful to the books. Now, I know faithfulness to the books is not exactly top priority, but it helps. It's an extra bonus thing. The main reason I think they would cast younger actors is because of that, to differentiate it.
We want to pretend the movies don't exist.
And plus, Rick is going to be very involved in the project.
Yeah.
Rick and Becky, they're going to be very involved, and I feel like they're going to want it.
They're going to want that.
Plus, considering how they're making it a series with potential for spin-offs, in the books, it makes sense that they start off as 12 because they get older. As of now, Percy's 18, 19?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think, isn't he did we celebrate his, what birthday did we celebrate?
You celebrated his 26th, remember that? Because, you were going by,
I did
when...
the math.
when Lightning Thief was released, was 200005, and he was 12, so then do the math.
Yeah, do the math. He's 26 now.
When you filmed that.
Yeah, which was 2 years ago?
I was a junior in high school.
Okay, so we would have been 16 going on 17.
Yeah.
Whoa! That was 4 years ago!
Yeah.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
We're gonna be juniors in college.
Dude.
That's pretty gross.
Where was I? Oh yeah, if you start off with them being 16, the actors in actuality are going to be pushing 30.
Yeah.
When they reach Last Olympian. And then what's going to happen if they want to do Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo? They're going to be 40.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work.
And I think they have ambitious goals.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to do younger.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, I do think that some star power would be helpful to push
definitely.
it. So that's why I've casted 2 roles with major stars for the adult characters. I casted Dionysus as Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, that's so funny that I said that! I was like, it'd be so wild if we get on camera and we reveal our casting and some of them are the same. We're like, wow, we love, great minds thinking alike. We love it. Literally, my first thought was Danny DeVito, but I was like, I don't know, because a lot of people are pushing him to renew his role as Philatides in the live-action Hercules that Disney's supposedly making.
He's too old to do.
But
exactly.
To be
Phil is a physical role, but Dionysus isn't a very physical role.
That's true. That's the whole thing about him, is he's not very anything.
So my second casting was for Chiron as Idris Elba. Now, hear me out, right? I have several reasons for this.
Okay.
Reason number 1, redeem him from Cats.
Please!
He played a cat man, now he could play a horse man.
Oh.
It makes up for things. Second reason, he gives off that good, strong, fatherly energy. Third reason, there's only ever been one black centaur in the history, and that was in Fantasia.
Really?
Yeah, and it was bad.
I've seen it, but I can't remember there being a black centaur.
So there was this black slave centaur.
Oh,
like a
that's
little
good.
child that was like a caricature. The really big lips, it looked like blackface, was portrayed as really dumb, and like a servant. Disney, you can make up for this. Cast Idris Elba as Chiron. Make up for the sins of the past. And now I'm open to even more stars for the bigger roles of adults. I mean, I meant bigger in the sense of large people.
Oh.
Now,
So we're segueing to the Olympians is what I'm hearing.
yeah, Peyton casted the Olympians. Let's
did.
hear it.
Oh god, I didn't cast all of them, but what I did. Do you want to hear my my Chiron and my
Sure.
Mr. D?
Yeah.
So for Chiron, I was like picturing like a majestic, just like centaur, and the first thought that popped in my head was Mr.
Danny DeVito.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't it be so good?
Oh my god!
And like Keanu gives off that father energy, like just like
I'm
the.
not sure if he gives off centaur energy.
He was what? He was in the SpongeBob movie recently.
What color horse would he be? I'm imagining like a gray.
Yeah, like a steel gray.
Yeah. Old Keanu or like young Keanu?
John Wick Keanu.
Oh, that look. This is interesting. What's your diagnosis?
Jack Black.
I like that.
Yeah?
Jablinski Games, a fellow
Yes.
YouTuber.
My first thought was Chris Pratt. And I was like, wait, no, I could do better. And I went with Jack Black.
Chris Pratt has too much youthful, positive energy.
Yeah. So for Poseidon, this is the one where I was like, this is kind of a meme, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I went with Jason Momoa because of Aquaman.
Imagine that!
I can just imagine. I think that would be kind of interesting.
In his full Aquaman costume,
Oh,
hair,
absolutely.
everything.
Trident.
It's just straight up Aquaman.
He's just Aquaman.
But in the credits it just says Aquaman. I love that. What else we got?
So, I couldn't figure out a Zeus. I was thinking maybe Ewan.
Ewan McGregor?
Yeah, maybe our boy Ewan. Maybe he could do a good Chiron.
He would do a good Chiron.
He would do a good Chiron.
But he looks too much like old Chiron from the movies.
That's true.
That's
met
another
Pierce
reason
Brosnan.
why. Yes, she did.
I love Pierce. He was a very nice man. For Hades, I have, you probably don't know, but his name's Ed Westwick. He's in Gossip Girl. He just looks evil. For the initial look, the smoldering just voice and attitude that I feel like could really complement Hades, but he could also treat Persephone like a queen. For Apollo, I have Darren Criss.
Star Kid.
Yeah.
For Apollo. Interesting.
Because he plays like the cocky asshole in
Yeah, I could see that.
that,
I
and
could
he
see
also
that.
plays a cocky asshole in Glee.
Yeah.
He was, shoot.
I've never watched Glee.
I've never watched Glee either. And then for Athena, I have Katrina Law. She played Nissa Al Ghul in Arrow. She's just like a really badass
Yeah.
actress. Then for Artemis, I went with Masie Williams.
Maisie Williams.
I feel like, she could.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Because, like, it's like, she's like, it has to be hard, but like, like, it's like soft.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Hephaestus, I have Paul Blackthorne.
I forgot to cast Hephaestus.
Yeah, he plays Laurel Lance's dad in Arrow. He's just like kind of like a big like ho guy, so I figured he could do a good Hephaestus. For Aphrodite, I have Willa Holland. She's also an Arrow actress. She played the Queen, so Oliver's sister. Don't have a Demeter. For Hestia, I have Elle Fanning.
For who?
Hestia.
I can see that.
Yeah. And then I don't have a Hera. Then for Ares,
I want to spoil my hair. Kate Blanchett.
Oh, that's a good one.
Perfect.
That's a perfect one. I like that one. Yes.
We're sticking with that.
We're sticking with that one. For Ares, I have Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is in mine also.
Really?
He doesn't play Ares, but he's in mine.
Oh my god, that's very exciting. Okay. I'm excited to find out who your Dwayne The Rock Johnson is.
Okay, I can't contain myself. It's Tyson.
Oh my god! Can you smell?
Yeah,
What The Rock is cooking. Yeah, anyway. For Sally, I went with Courteney Courteney Cox.
Courteney Cox, I can see that.
Like, she's like very...
I bit my finger.
Oh gosh.
I can see that, and then
She's like a good mom. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
For Rachel, I have Sadie Sink from Stranger Things, the redhead.
Oh. Yeah, that's good.
I mostly casted that because of red hair.
Yeah.
But she also has a bit of an attitude, so she could do the Rachel sass.
Yeah.
Don't have a Zoe, and I don't have a Smelly Gabe, but that's my cast.
So mine. Since I was figuring, like, most of, like, the child actors would be unknown, have a couple stars in there, right? I just made, like, kind of a meme of a listing, right? This is just all joke casting. So Percy Jackson, played by Ryan Reynolds. Annabeth, played by Amy Poehler.
Oh my god.
Grover, played by Kevin Hart. Chiron's played by Seth Rogen.
Oh my god.
Luke is played by Steve Buscemi.
Oh, wait, did I have a Luke? Yeah, for Luke I had Jack Moore. He's another Arrow actor. He played Oliver's son in Arrow. Yep.
I think Steve Buscemi, but to each their own. Tyson is The Rock. Nico D'Angelo, played by Nicolas Cage.
Oh my gosh. I actually had the kid who played young Sheldon.
Oh my god!
I feel like he could just...
Imagine Nick Cage doing that. Like, Nick Cage acting like a 10-year-old emo child.
Did you see that they're gonna do, like, a...
Tiger King starring Nicolas Cage? Yes, I did see that. So, Bianca D'Angelo, played by Melissa McCarthy.
I have Millie Bobby Brown.
She's too old now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Sally Jackson, played by Kate McKinnon in a wig.
Okay.
Like an older, dark hair, but like some grays in there. Rachel Dares, played by Tom Holland in a wig.
Oh, good.
Zoe Nightshade, played by Rebel Wilson. I forgot to cast Thalia, Clarice, and Smelly Gabe, so let's do that right now. Thalia is played by...
I have Kendall Nicole Yaksha. You probably don't know her, but she was in Black Friday for the new Star Kid musical. She was really good. And she's actually 14 or 15, I think.
I think I'm gonna cast Sarah Silverman. Clarice is played by,
I have Bella Ramsey. Lady Mormont.
Oh yeah, that's right! Ooh, that's a good casting. I liked that. She's 16 right now. Mm-hmm. But I think, like, aged a little younger. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna throw her in there with, like, all these adults. You just have, like... you just have...
Bella Ramsey. She could hold her own if she wanted to. She's great.
And Smelly Gabe is played by... I want to play Smelly Gabe. Allison...
You want to play Smelly Gabe?
Yeah. Well, I'm casting myself. So now we have the Olympians. We got Zeus here, played by LeBron James.
Oh, sick!
Poseidon, played by Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yo, sick. I love it.
He does look like a Poseidon, though.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He's got Poseidon energy.
It's pretty good Poseidon energy, yeah.
The Prime Minister of Canada will be playing Poseidon. Hades is played by Will Ferrell in an emo wig.
Yo, yeah.
Hera's played by Kate Blanchett, Dionysus, Dan DeVito. Artemis is played by a random 9-year-old. Like, they just go out on the streets and they're like, hey,
you.
Kid. Yeah, they just grab...
Get in here.
They just grab a random 9-year-old and, like, she has no experience with acting at all. And, like, everyone is just these professional adult actors and she's like, I am little child talk. You can barely understand any word she's saying. She's bad at enunciating things. Preferably, she has a lisp.
Oh my god.
Some random 9-year-old. Apollo's played by Jonah Hill. And can you imagine, like, some random 9-year-old child telling off Jonah Hill, like, you're so irresponsible. Like, it's just... Hermes is played by Quentin Tarantino.
Shit, I forgot Hermes.
This is a good Athena. Tina Fey as Athena.
Oh, yeah, she could do a good Tina. Yeah, she could do a good Tina.
Tina Fey could do a really good Tina.
Yeah.
For Aries, we have Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah?
This is a serious cast.
This is very serious.
Rick, you better listen up.
I wonder if Rick ever got our letter.
I wonder if he did. I wonder if he knows who we are.
I think about that a lot.
Yeah, because when you search Rick Riordan on YouTube, we come up pretty fast. I feel like he probably has seen at least one thing we've done. Ellen DeGeneres, she better be casted as Ares, or else I'm gonna fight someone. Aphrodite is played by Mindy Kaling. Either Mindy Kaling or Christopher Walken. I was torn.
Yeah. I could see where the battle would be in your...
Anyway.
Try to take this seriously.
Hestia is played by Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my god. I'm picturing that scene where, like, they just, like, walk in and
her
she's just sitting by the fire and you turn around and it's Whoopi Goldberg.
So you know how in the books She's like, I've been here the whole time, but nobody ever stops and talks about me. I imagine on the show, like, there's just Whoopi Goldberg is just sitting there the entire time, and nobody even addresses.
Oh my god, but she's like dressed as like her character from Ghost, the psychic.
I also imagine like dark brown robes. This very ominous looking Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Just sitting there. Either in this world or even in the real series. You know, imagine that. You have like all these child actors that are actually like taking this like fairly seriously. And there's just Whoopi Goldberg. Nobody's addressing her.
No one's addressing the fact that Whoopi Goldberg is
Just
very far upstage. In the corner.
Until like season 5. Season 5, they finally addressed the Whoopi in the room. Oh my
It's like they just like, she just like walks by like right in the foreground and no one even says a thing.
Nobody says a thing.
Right past the lens.
Yeah.
Nobody mentions it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wait.
Is that...
Was that Whoopi?
What?
No.
That can't...
No.
You know how, like, you know, sometimes they'll be, like, giving, like, a speech at Camp Half-Blood, and I'm imagining, like, they'll have, like, reaction shots from a bunch of campers, like, yeah, you know, like, showing, like, random campers, and there's just a random Whoopi Goldberg, just... a random shot of Whoopi, just like, yeah, we fight.
Yeah. Capture that flag.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
I love that. Anyways, Demeter, also Kate McKinnon in a wig.
Wow.
The same wig. Different outfit, different costume, but Kate McKinnon in the same wig.
Amazing.
Like, not even trying to do a different voice or anything. Not trying to disguise it or anything. They just put her in a different costume. And like, she's in a farmer costume or something. I don't know. She looks like a farmer.
Amazing.
Then, finally, we have Persephone, played by Samuel L. Jackson. Imagine Persephone's mother, Demeter, Kate McKinnon in a wig, talking to Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson, married to Hades, played by Will Ferrell in an emo wig.
I was trying to fit Sam Jackson in my casting, like, for realsies, and
Like,
I couldn't figure it out.
Hephaestus.
Yeah.
I haven't casted Hephaestus. Let's cast Hephaestus right now. Awkwafina. It's like Samuel L. Jackson. They just both feel like they should be there.
Yeah.
Like Whoopi Goldberg in the background.
Yeah, of course.
Should be there.
She really just should be there.
In all seriousness, we should have Whoopi Goldberg.
Honestly, yeah, but like, okay, for real.
Nobody addresses it till season 5. I tend the fire. I fade slowly into the background. No one will ever write epic poems about the deeds of Whoopi Goldberg. Most demigods don't even stop to talk to me. But that is no matter. I keep the peace. I yield when necessary. Can you do this?
Then at the end, don't they, like, send up, like, a tribute to her or something like
Yeah.
that? Don't they,
I mean,
like,
the
get
book
her...
is named after her.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
idea. The fact that Whoopi Goldberg never addressed until the last season, and the whole season's named after her. Like they did in Clone Wars. Like, each Clone Wars season had, like, a name. And it's like, Percy Jackson Olympians, Season 5, The Last Olympian. And it's just all about Whoopi Goldberg, who has been in the background this entire time.
This entire time.
Let's talk about general thoughts.
Yeah.
I have some thoughts.
Okay.
I've gone on record saying this, but I have always thought that Percy Jackson would do best animated.
Yes.
Because the reason why, in my opinion, the movies, the root cause of it was the fact that it was live action, because you have all these monsters, and they look scary when you make them look realistic. They are freaky monsters, but if they're animated, you know, they look more goofy, fun, you know, like, you could get away with that. But if they're live action, they look freaky, they look scary, so now we have to age it up for an older audience. We can't make it for, like, little kids, you know, we have to make it more of a, like, teen sort of oriented thing. And as a result, if it's for teens, you have to cast teen actors, and you have to change the tone in the story and stuff like that to fit that audience more. So it makes so much more sense just to do it animated. It would fit so much better tonally. It fixes all the problems. And then you don't have to worry about budget as much. I feel like they're going to have to cut out a lot of the monsters, cool scenes, cool imagery to make up for budget. But if it's animated, it costs just as much to animate some freaky monster as it does to animate, like, anything else. I'm exaggerating. I know that character models and stuff, you know, But the ratio is much, like, closer for what it costs to animate regular people and what it costs to animate some wacky stuff.
Plus, if you animate it, you can get away with having larger stars because it hides the face. Like, for example, Onward, they cast Tom Holland and Chris Pratt as young adult teenagers. It worked because of the way they did the character. The voice just kind of fit the character.
I still like casting young people for, like, children, because it always bothers me. You can always tell that it's clearly, like, an adult person. It's distracting, especially when it's a star. As if it's somebody you know, it's even more obvious. So, like, that's never worked for me, personally. When I was a little kid, like, I remember watching Johnny Test and being like, I feel like I'm being made fun of. Like, it sounds like they're doing a caricature of what a little kid sounds like. You know? Because all the kids are like, because that's an adult doing a child's voice. And it sounds like you're making fun of me, and I feel offended. So when you just have a kid, it just feels so much more authentic. For a kid, it's more relatable, I think. Yeah, it's better, in my opinion.
I'll say, I never really had that problem, because I would just, like, get, like, so lost in the story that I never really thought about it much. But then again, I didn't watch a whole lot of animated TV. I watched Danny Phantom, and that's about it.
You have any other thoughts on this show?
I'm definitely excited for it. I think it's been
Much needed. Deserved.
Yes.
I'm like, how is Artemis Fowl getting a movie
I know.
right now? And I love Artemis Fowl. She has a special place in my heart, but I'm like, he's getting the Disney treatment before my man Rick? That ain't fair.
It's fun to make fun of the movies, obviously. But, like, why couldn't they have just gotten it right in the first place? It's just very aggravating to watch it and be like, this is what you think of. Yeah.
And it makes me embarrassed it makes me embarrassed to be a fan, because a lot of people in mainstream think of, like, they know that there's books, but they think that the books are like the movies, and they're not.
They're not. They're nothing like the movies.
So different.
And so, I love, like, the mythology and, like, the humor and, like, this whole
story
world
and the characters
that Riordan is, like, built. And, like, just seeing it done such a disservice is, like, God damn it. Come on. We always have the books to turn back to, but it's different seeing it in front of you and making it more accessible to more people.
I see so many comments saying, well, this was better than the movies when they see the derpy videos.
The derpy videos.
Derpy videos.
And that's saying something if y'all think the derpy videos are better
than the movies. I agree.
And it's not completely infactual.
I've seen people say that they think I should have directed the movies.
Oh my god. If
you want to make it a good series, you gotta do my casting. No exceptions. All of them exactly.
I was trying to cover his ears.
Cover his ears?
So they didn't cast teacher cast.
Imagine if Rick was, like, also just in the background the whole time.
He should definitely have, like, a cameo at some point. He becomes the new Stanley of the BJO universe.
Imagine if he became the new Stanley of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Imagine if in Medusa's garden, there's just a statue.
Yes, he's a statue! Yeah! And, like, it pans past it, so it's very, like, obviously Rick.
He's just a statue.
Yes.
Who is Rick playing in Sea of Monsters? One of the goats you remember the goats?
Yeah.
He's, like, one goat who has, like, a line like, next stop, cave.
Okay, so for Titan's Curse, could he be on one of Nico's trading cards?
Another figurine of him. He's just another figurine.
He's like the one that like they like Bianca dies to save.
Oh my god, she dies to save Rick Ryan. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Yes. Absolutely. Now we have to change his casting Sea Monsters to reflect this theme now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of just still
Maybe, like, you know, he's in, like, school at the beginning. Maybe, like, among, like, the headmaster's pictures or whatever.
Rick Riordan's a headmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle of the Labyrinth. He plays Pan. He finally arises, and he's making this face.
Hi, guys. I'm Pan.
It's not even him, it's just this. Like, this picture.
Just superimposed.
Yeah, superimposed over top. What if he voiced Mrs. O'Leary? He just goes woof woof.
That's an idea.
Last Olympian. He's just one of the hunters of Artemis. Just like...
The only male hunter of Artemis.
Don't tell anyone.
What if he's Hestia?
No, Whoopi is. Don't take that from me. There can be no other.
You had me at whoopee.
The whoop, you have my curiosity. But at the P, you have my attention. He's just a guy. We're on the cruise ship. He's just one of the guys he has to fight. And it's like one of those jokes where like the guy beats up all the guys, but then there's the one guy left and he's like, I'm a peace out now. Yeah. That's Rick. He just sees Percy and runs. Like he knows.
He knows.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he's a coward. This man is no coward.
He's just wise.
He's wise. So with that said, send this to Rick. I want him to see this. We have some ideas. He has power over this project.
For once, thank goodness.
Yeah, he has power. Mm-hmm. He can make it happen. Mm-hmm. I know the people in the talk. They could probably get in touch with the people in the view and get whoopee. This could happen.
This could work.
Yes. Love you all. Okay. Bye.
Phone's ringing.
Grandma.
It's Grandma.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Allison. I've got 2 baby kittens over here. Would you like to come nurse them for me?
You have 2 baby kittens that need nursing?
Yeah, I have 2 baby kittens. I know, and I'll keep them. I just gotta get them out of the shed. They're in the shed. I don't have anything to put them in. And one's like an orange, and the other one's like a tan. First I thought it was white, but I don't know. There are 2 of them. At least that's all I see right now. But
2 baby kittens that need loving?
Yeah, they need loving. They need taken care of. I can't take care of them right now, but I might even take them to the island with me.
You're gonna take them to the island with you?
Yeah, I think I will.
I love that.
I have cats out here, but they're wild. These kittens I can actually train. I won't mind having kittens in my house or cats next to you that keep me company, but I have to get them out of the shed here and have somebody take care of them until I'm ready to go. So I thought maybe you were the nursery service. I called. You can come up with some kind of thing to put them in.
Yes.
And you and your dad can come out here and help me get them out.
Oh, yes. I accept.
Okay. I got 2 kittens.
Okay. I'll be over in like an hour.
But they are really cute. Maybe you'll want one of them. I don't know. They're cute. I gotta get them out of my shed though before the mother comes back and finds out that I don't know where the mother is. But I think there's only 2. At least I think there's only 2.
Okay. I'll be over in like an hour.
Okay.
Sounds good. Right. Love you. See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.